So, if you're a fan of Marvel, you probably have been keeping up with this whole Disney Fox debacle, and you probably ended up asking yourself, why are all Fantastic Four movies bad, or why are a lot of X Men movies mediocre? Do not sleep on Logan, but yeah, essentially, what has happened today was that Disney just straight up bought Fox, and way back when I did see this coming, when I started learning even more about Disney and how massive they are as a corporation, and they're gonna end up owning a lot. They already own a lot actually, and the big nerd thing that came out of this today is that when they just ended up enveloping Fox, they ended up attaining the rights to the X-Men, and I believe that includes Deadpool and the Fantastic Four. And a lot of people are rejoicing because Marvel so far has impressed a lot of people with their excellent acting choices just for actors and for storylines to pull from. They've actually been whooping DC like in a lot of ways ever since they've started their whole movie branch and this whole cinematic universe. So this is impressive, and it's really funny because a friend of mine named Darius, he actually thought that the X-Men and the Fantastic Four were already part of the MCU. He is very common knowledge. He isn't that big on. He doesn't keep up with comics and stuff like that. So this is really cool because now his preconceived notion can actually come to fruition. So, and I've seen a lot of people on Twitter. The memes that have come out of this have been incredible. I've seen Wolverine in front of the little Disney Channel logo. That was honestly, he was like, "You're watching Disney Channel, bub," and it was really funny. And I'm really big on Wolverine. I'm really big on the X-Men in general. I'm really big on the first family of comics, the Fantastic Four. I really, really, really look forward to them being included in the movies. Hopefully, they cast some really great people for all of these roles. I would really love to keep Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man with Hugh Jackman Wolverine, but I know that just won't happen because he just quit the role of Logan or Wolverine, as a lot of you guys know him. So yeah, it's really sad that he had to retire on the same year that Disney, or oh sorry, maybe I should just explain it this way, that Marvel just got the rights to the X Men. We were so close, and I'm pretty sure Sir the guy that plays Professor Xavier retired too. I would love to keep him around, but obviously he retired as well. He is getting pretty old, stuff like that. Hugh Jackman, I guess he is getting pretty old. He is in his 50s, if I'm not mistaken. He looks great for how old he is and all that stuff. I just really think that this is a big win for nerd culture today, I guess you could say, and this is part of the reason why I'm reporting on it. And I would just really love to branch out and do more comic based stuff. You guys already saw when I did the Batman anime that I really want to branch out to comics and anime specifically, but also other reaches of mediums and stuff like that. So this is incredible news, especially if you've been following this for a while. There was a point where I actually thought that it was just a point where they were so stubborn and they were so relentless when it came to making keep rebooting the Fantastic Four franchise of movies, that I just thought they would never give Marvel back those rights. But when Sony got Spider Man, I feel like that was like the domino effect, and they made a Spider Man that I really liked. So hopefully they make a Fantastic Four that I really like, and a lot of people really consider the MCU Spider-Man the first really good Spider-Man, and probably because they didn't spend like 30 minutes or like half the freaking movie explaining his origin story, and that is a big plus to me because I'm really tired of seeing his origin story portrayed in different ways on the big screen. So that is a big plus for me personally. I don't like the actor for him as much as I thought I would, but it is definitely better than the last two. Tobey Maguire will always have a place in my heart. Andrew Garfield will always be like, oh, I guess he did play Spider-Man. And this new guy is great. He's incredible. He's like the best one so far for me. So hopefully they have that same effect with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men franchise. And hopefully they keep Deadpool rated R. I heard that they had no intention on changing the rating, so we get to keep that really comedic and really funny Deadpool-esque, Ryan Reynolds-esque rating. So yeah, this is absolutely incredible news if you are just a nerd about comics or just a nerd about movies in general, since Marvel is big in the moviescape now, and maybe we'll get some great Netflix shows out of this. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some cameos on Agents of Shield. There's a lot that they could possibly do with it. Maybe I'll make a whole nother video on what they could possibly do with the Fantastic Four franchise alone, and they aren't as big as the X-Men, if you ask me, in terms of how versatile they are in the Marvel universe with what they can do. So yeah, I just really think that this is incredible, and I know that the net neutrality stuff could drown this out, but guys, make sure you text that number that everyone is handing out. You probably don't need me to tell you this, but yeah, net neutrality is very, very, very important, and I don't mean to take away from that issue, but I really do think that this is a big step in nerd history and nerd culture. I do feel like we're going to remember this day. It's like, finally, Marvel got those rights. Finally, Disney just straight up bought. Disney's probably going to buy, like, everything. If they end up buying Warner Brothers, God knows how much that costs, or God knows, maybe I'm reaching, and maybe that's not even possible at this point. But if they end up buying Warner Brothers, they'll end up getting the movie rights to pretty much all the major DC stuff. Maybe we'll get an actual incredible DC movie. I won't say we'll get an actual good one, because that would imply all of them are bad. So maybe we'll get an incredible DC movie. I would really love it if they did my boy Batman some justice with over there at DC. But yeah, this is really, really interesting, and it's really cool to see how much Disney themselves are growing, as well as all the rights Marvel are getting. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know why I didn't make a video about this, but they almost got the rights to, or it hasn't been decided yet, I believe. They almost got the rights to Gotham, so we could actually see Batman. It could just be Batman alone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. No Superman, no Wonder Woman, no nothing. So we could just end up getting maybe a version of Batman in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That would be absolutely incredible. That would be the best thing I would probably see in my entire lifetime. Just putting that out there right there. So yeah, that's, oh my God. I just had to get this out here. My opinions, you know how, guys, you know how I do. And you know I really want to extend this content even further. And I guess I'll hop off here.